Hello everybody, this is Johnny S with another R6 vlog. We came to a more remote place. Hopefully you can hear me good. I realized that many times I do close shots of where I am, and you can't really see the background and everything. And there's some beautiful places in Greece. You know what I mean? This is very close to my house again. A nice long road behind with the mountain scene. And you can get to see, more of the bike. I was thinking to possibly put the bike on a different location, different position, so I'm not in front of the bike. But the problem that I have is that I cannot lean up against something. And after 30 minutes, 40 minutes of sitting down and talking like this, it's uncomfortable, you know what I mean? So I thought to myself, no problem, I'll try to do some other time. The next step is to get a little chair, probably with me. I'll put the bike next, and I'll put like a director's chair and I'll do the vlogs that way. In today's topic of discussion, we're going to discuss globalism. Again, another controversial, issue. And all these ideas that are coming to me is basically on just everyday events and on previous vlogs that I've done. So a little bit of information about me, as I always do in my videos. My name is Johnny S. I've got a YouTube channel. I'm 44 years old, married with a kid, living in Greece, Athens, Greece. Behind you can see a Yamaha 2006 model of an R6 Raven Black Edition. I've got this bike for more than 10 years. It's been a long time. Lately I've been more chilled out. I'm more of a cruiser type, let's say, rider. Today's topic is going to be globalism. I'll try to keep it short. I'll try not to go overboard. It's just an idea that I had, and based on a previous video that I've done, and also some things that I saw which I did not like, and I wanted to discuss this. Globalism. I'm against globalism. Straight away from the bat. I'm against globalism because, in what sense? There's different meanings of what is globalism. In my sense, globalism is the connectivity. Let's call it like that. The connection of people. The more connected you are with people, the more time passes by. 2024, we got the internet, we got TikTok, we got social media, we got YouTube, as I'm doing now, we got everything. Everything is available to people, which means that people have access to a lot of information, different perspectives, or from all over the world. Traveling to different places in the world for holidays, for different things is much easier. Therefore, to me, that's what globalism is. It's the connection of the globe, worldwide. The planet Earth and the people on it becoming more connected, more one. Globalism. But there's a bad sense of globalism also, and I'm against that notion. The first part that I mentioned, I'm all for it. I'm a guy in the IT industry. I'm all for technology. I'm all for connecting people, hence why I'm doing the YouTube channel. I love it. That type of globalism is good. Now there's another stage, and some people have taken it a bit further, let's say, where the fact of being able to travel a lot, to migrate to different countries as per your preference. There's a lot of mixed races that have been married. So the second part of globalism is what I am against, and I'll try to explain what that is. And it really comes down to the human nature, and what people and how people behave. Part of this, there's a huge part of the population which believes in the sense that there should be no borders, there should be no boundaries, there should be no countries. That type of globalism I am against. Each place should have its borders, each place should have its ideologies, its culture, its traditions, and that should not change. The fact that globalism is happening, and I am all for it, does not mean you don't get to respect each country, each religion, whatever the religion is, the people, the traditions and everything. It doesn't mean you cancel it out. Just to give an example, as per my work, I had gone to Qatar, Doha, which is a Muslim country. A vast majority over this Muslim country. When I went to the country, I did not go wearing a cross. And you will say, but you're a Christian, and what? Why should I go and display my religion when I go to another country? You got to be respectful of where you go. Okay, and you got to respect their traditions. Because I didn't wear a cross, it didn't mean that I was not a Christian. In what sense, who in the right mind will believe that? I went to Qatar, I took my cross out, and that's it. I respected their religion. They used to have prayer every day on specific times of the day. I just stood by and waited, you know what I mean? You gotta be respectful of the religion. Similar thing where other people go to other countries. I'm not saying take away and don't wear your burqa. I'm not saying, you know, because the women religion of the Muslim is a little bit different as well, but what you can take off, if it's like a cross, if it's something like that, then why not? And I see this also with tourists. Tourists come to Greece because in summertime, and this is why I'm doing the video, because I saw a couple of things. In the video that I shared with the river that I was on holidays, I mentioned that sometimes people go to places which are not well known, and then they find out about them and they destroy the environment, they overpopulate. There's a good sense of how to enjoy your environment, and there's a bad sense. To keep it simple in your mind, all you gotta think about is try, and this is my advice to everybody, whoever disagrees, leave a comment, try to be respectful at any point of time. Respectful of the country, respectful of their traditions, respectful of the people there, of their language. I don't go to England and start screaming inside of the buses in Greek with my friends, like that's not respectful. I see people doing that. We understand you're from somewhere else. I don't mean whisper, just talk normal, respect other people. That in general is respect. You know what I mean? When you go to the public transportation and start screaming on top of your lungs, that's not respectful no matter what language you're speaking of. So much more when you're in a different country. On that river that I said, I saw a group of people, kids who used to come, they used to play around, do things. There were some tourists from a specific country I'm not going to mention. And they started taking sticks, they were hitting the rocks, the ancient rocks, they were throwing rocks in the river. They were being fucking disrespectful to the place, disrespectful to the fucking ancient remains, disrespectful to everybody else that was there, and were peace and quiet. There weren't many people. There were three, it was me and another 3 families. We had kids. One little kid was on the left hand side and he was fishing. He had like a fish net thing. He was trying to get fish. Another couple was like romanticizing on the right hand side. There were a couple of people around. Everybody was quiet. We were enjoying the place that we were. Respectful. And then the other guys came, which we were called in Greece aougalos. You know what I mean? A fucking oompa loompa. And everybody got disappointed, and we were looking at each other as if, what the fuck are they doing? You know what I mean? This is the type of bad tourism. This is the type of, not only bad tourism, bad kind of approach to life. You go to a place and you take over. That's egotistical, that's narcissistical, that's you don't give a fuck about anything else, you just care about yourself. That's not the way to go forward in life. Be respectful. And if you see other people that are disrespectful, it doesn't mean that gives you the right to be disrespectful. I mean, like, I could have behaved in different ways. One way was to go tell them off. Another way was for me to start becoming a Oompa Loompa as well. You throw rocks, I'm gonna throw a bigger fucking rock this way. That's not the solution. Be respectful, you know what I mean? And whoever doesn't do that, that's their fault. But when it comes at least to how you behave, I will advise everybody to try to be respectful. Respectful, you know what I mean? Globalism doesn't mean that you cancel out any fucking tradition. What in your right mind would you think that? That's not globalism. Globalism is the connection and the sharing of different things, you know what I mean? You might go to a Nordic country, like I've gone to Germany many times, or Nordic countries. I love the look, the goth look, you know what I mean? Like the Vikings, it reminds me of the Nordic people and stuff. I love that, you know what I mean? The braids in the hair and stuff, like, I love that. So I'm going to go there respectful and enjoy that. I'm going to try to integrate myself into it, you know what I mean? I went to Georgia. Georgia have an older Christian, yes, but an older different style. I got like a beret hat that I was wearing because I saw everybody was wearing a beret hat. You try to fit in. And you don't speak like a fucking idiot, you know what I mean? You try to fit in, you try to understand their culture, their everyday life. You respect that, you live that, you embody that. That's the point of going overseas to a country. The point of going to overseas and traveling and seeing a different place is not to prove to the world that, hey, wankers, I am here and I'm here to fuck you all. No, that's not the way to go about it. Be fucking respectful. Another place that I really love is Japan. Especially when I was younger, I was into like Japanese swords. I still got a couple of katanas and wakizashis. And in order for me to give you an understanding, and like I said, I love Japan, I've got Japanese swords, I would like to travel to Japan. When I'm going to go to Japan, if I get the money and if I'm healthy, knock on wood, you know, if God permits, I want to go to Japan. I'm not going to go there like a Westerner, like a traditional Westerner, like start laughing like an idiot. No, you're going to go there respectful. Try to research on a country before you go there of their customs, what is considered to be polite, what is considered to be not polite, and respect the culture. And because some cultures, like in Greece, they're more friendly and they're more acceptable, it doesn't mean you can do whatever the fuck you want. Greece is much more of an adaptable country, let's say, and we will not get annoyed if somebody is being silly. That doesn't mean that you can just go ahead and do it. Whereas Japan, for example, is much more of a strict country. They might have much more traditional things. That doesn't mean because you go to Japan, you gotta be like, oh, or because you go to Greece and it's more relaxed place, you can do whatever the fuck you want. No, each place, research about the traditions, the customs, how people behave, and try when you go to the place to respect it. And to give an example, if people don't do this, slowly, and I have seen that it happens, and I hope and I pray that it doesn't get to that place, slowly, you're going to destroy the traditions. Already, because there's a lot of multiculturalisms, and this is by no means for me trying to be a racist or anything. I lived in Australia, and in Australia it's a big melting pot of a lot of people. And I was acceptable of different religions, different races, ethnicities and everything. Because think about what it would be like if everybody is everywhere, nobody respects no one, and there's basically how can I say, there's no traditions, there's no customs, there's nothing. If there's nothing like that anywhere, then you're not going to be able to appreciate and have something to look forward and, you know, go and travel. You know what I mean? So, as I was saying, there's meant to be a lot of different things that separate one country from the other, and that's the nice thing that you can look forward to experiencing. If the whole world was no traditions, no culture, everybody spoke English, everybody was like whatever, then what's the point of traveling from here and here and there to see a different tree, to see a different beach, a different place? Fair enough, yeah, that is one of the things, but the culture is also what you experience when you travel. So, you know, this is what was one of the topics on top of my head that I wanted to discuss, because I've seen a couple of things, and because I've mentioned, you know, Greece, Australia. Also, I'm going to do another video and I'm going to discuss more in detail the difference between Greece and Australia. I thought to do this video and let everybody know my perception, at least, and how I separate globalism in different aspects. You know, the one aspect is, like I said, the communication component. Another aspect is traveling. Another aspect is respecting component. All these things are different components. What I will advise is that yes, we are, you know, connected, and we're going to get more connected as time passes by, but try to be respectful whenever you go somewhere. Anyway, that's as much as I want to talk. I would like to thank everybody for your time. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll bid you goodbye.